did Thor drink the entire ocean, be beaten by an old woman, and fail in Utgarda's challenges? Once, Thor, the god of thunder, the cunning god Loki, and servant Thjalfi set off on a journey through Jotunheim, the icy realms of the giants. When it got dark, they started looking for a safe spot to sleep. They found a big empty hall and spent the night there. In the morning, they fall from the hall, shaken by a major earthquake, and then realize that the hall is the glove of a giant named Skrymir, who later starts his journey with them. Skrymir offered to keep their provisions in his food bag. At night, Thor feels extremely hungry, but when Thor tries to open the bag, he finds it impossible to untie the knots. Thor, frustrated and hungry, hit the sleeping giant Skrymir 3 times with his hammer, thinking each hit could be fatal. However, Skrymir only wakes up slightly, mistaking the blows of leaves or acorns. In the morning, Skrymir points the gods towards Utgarda Loki's castle and then leaves. When Thor and Loki reach the castle, the giants started making fun of them. Feeling insulted, Thor wanted to prove his strength. Utgarda, smirking, challenged them to some contest. First up was a wild eating contest. Loki was up against someone named Loki. Loki quickly eats tons of meat with incredible speed, but when he looks at Loki, he was shocked. Loki not only eats the meat, but also the table. Next, Thor's servant Thjalfi races against some named Hugi. Thjalfi was fast, but Hugi won every time. Now this time, Thor decides to volunteer. Thor is challenged to empty a drinking horn. Thor tries to finish a drinking horn in just a few sips, but no matter how hard he tries, he barely makes a dent in the liquid inside. Next, Utgarda Loki challenges Thor to lift his cat. Thor tries hard and almost lifts the cat above his head. Utgarda stopped him, saying he was too slow. Thor asked for another chance, and this time, Thor had to wrestle an old lady named Ellie. Ellie was super tough, beating Thor many times. After a long struggle, Ellie defeated Thor, and all the giants laughed. Defeated with heavy shame, Thor and Loki left the castle. But as they stepped outside, Utgarda revealed the truth. The giant Skrymir was Utgarda in disguises, which used a magical shield to protect himself. Thor's hammer created a valley in the landscape when he struck. The eating contest was actually against the fire that eats everything. Thjalfi was raced against Thought itself, impossible to outrun. The horn from which Thor drank was connected to the ocean. Thor amazingly drank more than half of it.
The cat was actually the Jörmungandr in disguise.
Thor almost lifted the huge serpent above his head. The old woman Ellie was the old age itself. Thor fought against old age for a long time.
No matter, Utgarda was secretly impressed by Thor.